Hello. This is a compilation of a number of Archie hauls, and I'm going to show you all of my Archie comics in totally random fashion. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I appreciate any of your thoughts in the comments. So here goes. I like Archie comics, and these are a few scores that I made from eBay and trading. I like Betty and Veronica the best, I think. Good old Dan DiCarlo. These are a group that I got from a trade with my old pal, Pop Fuzz, who has several channels on YouTube, including Pop Walks, which is a good time. Betty and Me, that's another great Dan DiCarlo title, pretty much. And this is another Archie box. You know, there were a lot of really good Archie artists when I was growing up. There was Harry Lucy, who was, in the early 60s, he was like the house artist. He drew Archie comics as a regular title. There was Bob Bowling, who did Little Archie, but also did Archie. There was Sam Schwartz, who was best known for Jughead comics. There's Al Hartley, who drew Life with Archie, and he did those religious Archie books. And there was Stan Goldberg, who was a stalwart. But my favorite, and the best of all, I think, is Stan DiCarlo. He did most of the covers you're going to see here in this box. This is Archie Giant Series magazine. So really in any particular order. Then there's probably my favorite series, Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica. The old messy room gag. Oh, Reggie, he always thinks he's on top, but not really. course, a classic cover. Archie's TV Laugh Out. That featured the Archie TV cartoons that were on at the time, like Josie and Sabrina. There's an uncharacteristic Archie and Sabrina cover. And of course, Betty, who was really always my favorite, who really attracted me to Archie comics when I was young. Betty and Me. Lots of Betty and Me. Can't get enough. I guess the best thing about Betty and Me is she always came out on top. And Betty and Veronica, Spectacular. And Betty and Veronica. Famous swimsuit issues have kind of gotten really collectible. And we have Cheryl Blossom. Just have a few of those. Everything's Archie. Reggie Jokes. And Veronica. Took her the longest time to get her own title, until the 90s. And that's that. And in the back here, I've got some more Archies. Betty and Veronica. Love his Dan DiCarlo covers. I think Betty and Veronica is my favorite. Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, that series. I think that may be my favorite comic of all time, overall. Josie, she's so cool. The coverless giant Captain Hero. Jughead, this one is drawn by Gene Colan. Is that cool? And the Artist of the Month, Amanda Connor. Some early Jughead jokes. Some more Josie. Josie was based on Dan DiCarlo's wife. Little known fact. Madhouse. Madhouse Annual. Madhouse Glass. These are in no kind of order, I guess. Just by title, more or less. Madhouse Comics. There's an old Madhouse monster cover. I like these ones with the elaborate borders. There were 5 or 10 issues like that. Betty and Veronica Spectacular. Great Dan DiCarlo. Betty and Me. Archie's TV Laugh House. Archie Giant Series Magazine. Around the World with Archie. Reggie and Me. Another TV Laugh Out. Another Madhouse. Veronica. Archie's Pals and Gals. His classic cover. Veronica. Veronica. Because these are by Dan Parent. Betty and Veronica. And finally an Archie. And this is another Archie box. You know, there were a lot of really good Archie artists when I was growing up. There was Harry Lucy, who was, you know, in the early 60s, he was like the house artist. He drew Archie comics as a regular title. There was Bob Bowling, who did Little Archie, but also did Archie. There was Sam Schwartz, who was best known for Jughead comics. There's Al Hartley, who drew Life with Archie, and he did those religious Archie books. And there was Stan Goldberg, who was a stalwart. But my favorite, and the best of all, I think, is Dan DiCarlo. He did most of the covers you're going to see here in this box. This is Archie Giant Series magazine. So really in any particular order. Then there's probably my favorite series, Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica. The old messy room gag. Well, Reggie, he always thinks he's on top, but not really. There's a classic cover. Archie's TV Laugh Out. That featured the Archie TV cartoons that were on at the time, like Josie and Sabrina. There's an uncharacteristic Archie and Sabrina cover. And of course Betty, who was really always my favorite, who really attracted me to Archie comics when I was young. Betty and Me. Lots of Betty and Me. Can't get enough. I guess the best thing about Betty and Me is she always came out on top. And Betty and Veronica, Spectacular. And Betty and Veronica. Famous swimsuit issues, kind of gotten really collectible. And we have Cheryl Blossom. Just have a few of those. Everything's Archie. Reggie Jokes. And Veronica. Took her the longest time to get her own title, not till the 90s. And that's it. And in the back here, I've got some more Archies. Betty and Veronica. Love his Dan DiCarlo covers. I think Betty and Veronica is my favorite. Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, that series. I think that may be my favorite comic of all time, overall. Josie, she's so cool. The coverless giant Captain Hero. Jughead, this one is drawn by Gene Colan. Is that cool? And the Artist of the Month, Amanda Connor. and early Jughead jokes. Some more Josie. Josie was based on Dan DiCarlo's wife. Little known fact. Madhouse. Madhouse Annual. Madhouse Glads. These are in no kind of order, I guess. Just by title, more or less. Madhouse Comics. There's an old Madhouse monster cover. I like these ones with the elaborate borders. There were 5 or 10 issues like that. Betty and Veronica Spectacular. Great Dan DiCarlo. Betty and Me. Archie's TV Laugh House. Archie Giant Series Magazine. Around the World with Archie. Reggie and Me. Another TV Laugh Out. Another Madhouse. Veronica. Archie's Pals and Gals. His classic cover. Veronica. Veronica. Because these are by Dan Parent. Betty and Veronica. And finally, an Archie. Hi there. This is a group of Archies I picked up on eBay. I kind of went a little crazy and bid probably a little too much. I didn't really pay attention to how much the shipping was going to be, so I ended up with like $1.60 a piece in them. But I couldn't help myself. Some Betty and Veronica's. They're my favorites. These books are mostly between 68 and 73 or 4. A few from 75. Betty and Me. That's a good one. All Dan DiCarlo. Madhouse Glads. There's another Betty and Veronica. Kind of messed up there. And there's some Reggie and Me. And the majority of these have Dan DiCarlo gags on the cover. Well, I'm not sure who wrote the gags, but Dan DiCarlo did the covers. And these I didn't have. They were too big for Silver Age bags. I got to get some Golden Age. Reggie's Wise Guy jokes. And some Archies. And the insides of these Archies are by mainly by Harry Lucy. Laugh. I don't know. Dan DeCarlo did some stories in Laugh, but mostly it's like can't think of the name of the artist off the top of my head. Sam Schwartz and I feel stupid. I can't think of any of the names. But the one thing they have in common are the Dan DeCarlo covers. And some Jugheads. And some Archie's joke books. And it ran out of boards. Got some Archie's Pals and Gals. And Archie Giant Series magazines with Jughead's Eat Out. And Jughead Jokes, a couple of, and some Life with Archies. These are not Dan DeCarlo covers by and large. I think that one is. And that one. Never mind. Yeah, that's Dan DeCarlo. And that one is too. Alright, that's some rail. Okay, that's not. That is, what's his name? The guy who did the Spires. I'm blanking on his name. Oh, yeah, Al Hartley. That's his name. And these last few had pages missing. There were about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them had pages missing, which I guess that's the way it goes when you buy odd lots off eBay. That's a DeCarlo. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Archies. And if you like this video, I hope you'll subscribe and comment. And if you liked it, like it. Hello. This is my recent buy from eBay. Nice little stack of Archies. And I'm just going to run through them really quickly. This is an old beat up Pep. This is about the worst one of the batch. Life with Archie. Everything's Archie. Madhouse. Archie Annual. Archie. Some Dan DeCarlo covers on here. I never cared much for Archie comics because it's mostly Harry Lucy. I mean, I like Harry Lucy okay, but I'm more of a Dan DeCarlo guy. And he did the covers in the later issues, but some of the earlier ones coming up, like this one, I don't think so. Like that's definitely Harry Lucy up here. I think maybe the girls are Dan DeCarlo. Not sure who that is. Maybe Bob White. I'm sorry I lost my... This is kind of late in the day and I lost my light. So it's got some unfortunate glare on these things coming from the light. Archie. Archie lost his marbles. His kids are really working him over there. And fishing with Jug and dreaming about Betty and Veronica, of course. This is Archie's Christmas Love-In. Archie and Me. Archie and Me. Archie's Joke Book. Archie's Joke Book. And a few issues of Jughead. This one's cool. It's an idea from TV's Cape Crusaders for getting to school on time. This one I think is from 1967. I think this one was from 1966. Pop art exhibit. Look at that. Jughead with a copy of Zap Comics. Although Zap Comics hadn't come out yet, but I think that's kind of funny. All my life I've been an art lover. I never knew it. Him and all his comic books. Archie's Pals and Gals. That's a Dan DeCarlo cover. This is largely a reprint title. And I got a few little Archies. I used to really like these when I was a kid, but I find they don't really hold up that well for me now. Little Archie and the Little Archies. We're the musical clowns of great renown. We're the Little Archies. Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular. Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular. Archie's Christmas Stocking. Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular. Archie's Christmas Stocking. Another Archie's Christmas Stocking. That's a Dan DeCarlo for sure. The World of Archie. I'm not sure who did that cover. Betty and Veronica Spectacular. That's a Dan DeCarlo. As is this Betty and Veronica Spectacular Archie Giant Series magazine. These are largely reprints. And I got some Betty and Veronica. These earlier ones, I think, have Bob White covers. But there's some Dan DeCarlo inside. Like this. You mean you're still collecting autographs? You know, Betty, she goes for the Elvis's shoe and Chubby Checker's hat. All this stuff. And the alien, he can do all these dances at once because he's got so many feet. I wish there were more Betty and Veronicas in this lot, but that's the way it goes. Reggie's Jokes, and it's about the lamest title for me. Laugh. There's Dan DeCarlo's cover. This might be Harry Lucy, I think. And Laugh. Harry Lucy, Bob White maybe. All right. And these Peps were the best ones of the batch, I think. It's Bob White on the covers. This is number 160 from 1963. And this one is so cool. It's a Bob White cover. Going to the dance, both of those scheming on Veronica. You can imagine how that turns out. But this is really cool. It starts out with Harry Lucy silent story. I love the Archie No Words comics. I mean, there's signs, but nobody says anything. Archie finds the $5 bill on the ground. He goes to pick up Veronica. Oh no, Veronica's going out with some other guy. He thinks about it. And he goes and takes Reggie. But the coolest thing about this issue is right here. This is by Neil Adams from 1960, some of his earliest comic work. Leroy, Missed by a Nose. Papa, there was a man asking for you today. And did he have a ball? Nope, he had an ordinary nose like you. Oh, a bill. Did he have a bill? Oh, he had an ordinary nose like you. Ha ha ha. Jughead. So cool. Early Neil Adams. Well, that's my stack. Let me know what you think. Make a comment or like it. Hello. I'm here today with another haul. These are all Archies that I got from a local comic shop. And I'm going to run through them here just really quickly. The ones on the top all have Dan DeCarlo covers, except the one, I think. And going through the ones here on the top have Dan DeCarlo stories. So we'll start with Archie's. These are Archie Giant series magazines. Christmas Spectacular. Yeah, that's better. Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular. Peace and Love. Archie's Christmas Stocking. Archie's Christmas Love-In. Archie's Christmas Stocking. Archie's Pals and Gals. Pep. The girls, Archie's making it with another girls, and Betty and Veronica don't like it. Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular. Archie, first day on the job. Fad Day. Betty and Veronica Spectacular. Betty and Veronica. Archie's girls, Betty and Veronica. Zero for 10. Now you girls are 0 for 11. Can't even hit the trash can. And Betty and Veronica. I guess I'll just focus on the art. Betty and Veronica. If you can't tell, Betty and Veronica's are my favorites. 45th anniversary. And Dan DiCarlo is my favorite Archie artist. This is second series, Betty and Veronica. I was glad to get these. These are mostly from the late 80s and through the late 90s. And my collection was very light in those. Your Honor, I offer this broken heart as evidence that the defendant stole my boyfriend. Oh, poor Betty. Who's complaining? Two very enthusiastic thumbs up. He's got them coming and going. Ah, my favorite kind of wildlife. I've seen this one advertised for a lot of money. I guess some people think that the swimsuit missions are expensive. I don't know. I like getting them for $1 myself. Veronica, you said you were going to come like mummies. Silly me, I forgot to buy enough gauze. My treat, Betty. Order anything your chubby little body desires. He's like, what? This is another one I've seen with a big price tag. Betty's Diary. This one plays off the Betty 8. Betty gets Archie and Veronica gets the gold. And the rest of these just have Dan DiCarlo covers, which is good enough to pay $1 for them, I guess. Archie. Yeah, Archie gets a lot of jobs as a lifeguard, but he doesn't usually last very long. This weekend we're having a blast. Thanks, but I just had mine. They didn't believe his excuses, but they sure found him entertaining. Yeah, Archie could be a scientist, or I could be a, what do you call that? Jazzercise instructor. Richard Simmons was his role model there, I guess. Archie, is this where you lost that $100 bill? Yeah, guys, keep looking. Betty, you don't want me to leave, do you? Here's a bus schedule. More Christmas stocking. It's Archie Giant Series magazine. Me, Santa Claus? Gosh, whatever made you have the idea that I'd make a good Santa Claus? Gee, Mr. Weatherby, maybe you'll fit in the suit. Archie, would you like to test your skill? But Jughead, that's exactly what he's doing. Oh, Betty. Champion kisser. Betty, which is your family holding a garage sale? Why is your family having a garage sale? To unload all the junk we got at other garage sales. Ha ha ha. Gee, Archie, that looks like fun. Yeah, and the jet skis are pretty nice too. Betty and Veronica, they're a handful. Just wait, we'll just wait here and we're bound to see him. Hot dog, I'm gonna sneak in through the window here. Archie, why did she smile at you? What? You're telling me that cute redhead actually smiled at me? Betty, you dummy. Betty, writing in her diary. This one has a damn parent cover, and I don't know. I'm kind of like damn parents' work. And who's going to be the third Archie's angel? I'm sorry. The critics say our music is real heavy. So is the equipment. Veronica, put down that paper and give us a hand. Archie, hope you boys don't start dressing and acting like that rock star. Me neither, Mr. Weatherby. That's a girl. What? Betty, you have no idea how jammed it is at spring skiing resort. How jammed up it is at the spring skiing at this resort. Oh, well, I can read. Yeah, video sample or Archie sample. Which way to go? Laugh. I'll play some Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Zeal. And Archie gets a new car. Looks like the old car, but it's souped up. What if life followed TV commercials? Archie, what's the most difficult thing to juggle? Two girlfriends? And my lone single Josie I got in this haul. Josie, look at those great waves. And I see some better waves, Valerie. They like the boys. I love ski outings, Betty. Especially, Archie, when the weather is too bad to ski. Another Christmas spectacular. I wonder what Betty's asking for. And laugh. There's Sabrina in the background. And the Pussycats. Laugh. Understand Archie has a very difficult role. Yes, Betty, he has to act intelligent. It's a rare appearance of Reggie here. I think that's the first one I've seen in the whole stack. He must be big in Laugh comics. Guys, let me tell you how I won the Central game. And then I scored another basket, blah, blah, blah. Put the sign to sleep. And Riverdale High wishes all our readers happy holidays. Will you two concentrate on what you're doing? We are, Veronica, we are. Veronica's got the money, but Betty's got the kisses. Veronica in Africa. Why do you look so worried? It's not as if I'm in danger. Well, that's my stack of Archies. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked it, like it. And if you have any comments, I'd sure like to hear them.
So have a good one.